morning, we're looking at the 2023 election already. Well, the presidency has rotated between the northern and the southern Nigeria and among various geopolitical zones, and the southwest and the south-south geopolitical zones in the southern part of the country have produced the president of the country in the presence of Chief Olusegun Obasanjo and Dr. Goodluck Jonathan. Hence, many persons believe that power is to rotate to the southeast in 2023. While the southeast is the only zone in the south that is yet to produce a president in the country in the current democratic dispensation. Now, it is believed that with the support of other geopolitical zones and ethnic groups, the position of Nigerian president in 2023 general elections in all political parties should be zoned to the southeast for the sake of justice, for the sake of fairness, for the sake of equity. But the big question this morning is that, is the southeast zone united? Is the southeast zone indivisible in advancing the cause of the region and Ndigbo? These and many questions we will be getting answers to this morning on the platform. We are joined by a renowned pharmacist from the southeast who has declared interest to run for presidency come 2023. Presently, the president of the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, the president of Association of Corporate Professionals of Nigeria, Mazi Sam Ohuabunwa. Mazi, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mike. How are you today?
I'm fine. Good to have you join us this morning on the platform on Flow 94.9 FM. Let's begin with that stirring debate on rotation. Do you also subscribe to this notion that power should rotate to the southeast come 2023?
Well, given the level of evolution of our politics and development of our country, being a multi-ethnic, multicultural, multi-religious group with different sets of people, it makes sense to try and create a sense of belonging, a sense of oneness, a sense of ownership, ensuring that every part of the country is given the opportunity to produce leadership for the country. That is something I believe that creates unity, a sense of belonging, creates feeling of equity and fair play. So I think I subscribe to that.
Interesting. That's wonderful. Now, you're declaring interest for presidency come 2023. Many persons will be saying that it is too early. We are in 2021. Why declaring now?
Well, I didn't just get about declaring. I'm not desperate to do anything. The truth of the matter is that the Lord laid into my heart, and when He did, and I was praying, also thinking about it, He began to speak to me also through other people, and a lot of people have started raising the issues. Of course, 2023 is only 2 years from now. This is 2021, and if you want to participate in the 2021 elections and you haven't been 2023 elections and you haven't been part of it, I don't think it's too early to begin to plan and prepare. So we are only saying that we are motivated to try and play a role if given the opportunity to bring faster development, accelerate growth of our country, to bring greater unity, brotherly love, and help create a country that works for everybody. It is a big task. It's a anyone living in Nigeria who is people should wake up and begin to speak about it and begin to prepare, because it's not a tea party. You don't wake up overnight, become the leader of a great country like ours. Okay. You have to have time to work for it. That's probably why you are hearing about it now.
That's interesting. Now let's talk about marginalization. So many persons believe that Southeast geopolitical zone has been so marginalized in the scheme of things, in the scheme of events in the country. Do you also subscribe to that opinion?
Well, marginalization really is something that every section of this country has at one time or the other complained about. There's no section that has not felt marginalized or discriminated against by what I call misguided leadership. Leadership that has not been fair to all. Uh, so, but to be true, the Southeast seem to have suffered particularly high level of marginalization, especially in recent times. Right from since the war ended, it was understandable that the Southeast will be treated in a little bit different manner because they were being blamed for wanting to have a country of their own. So it's understandable that the authorities of the country could take some steps to punish us, to make us feel the pain of rebellion in quotes, as they called it. However, it has lasted longer than necessary,
Okay.
especially when we have preached there's no victor, no vanquished. We have preached rehabilitation, reconstruction, and all that, and the 3 R's, but they have been not fully integrated or fully implemented. So when Nigerians, especially Southeasterners or people from the Southeast, feel particularly marginalized, they have a point, and that is why we believe, and all right-thinking Nigerians believe, that if 2023 Southeast is given the opportunity to produce the president of the country, not just any president, but a president that is competent and can compare with the best from any other part of the country, then that will signal that we have eventually ended the marginalization.
Interesting. Now I will take you back to the issue of rotation now. You said that you are subscribing to the fact that there should be rotation of power. Now, sometimes last year, Maman Daura, Mr. President's nephew, stirred a controversy when he canvassed competence instead of geography as the deciding factor in the choice of Nigeria's future president. He said, I'm quoting him now, "This turn by turn, it was done once. It was done twice. It was done thrice. It's better for this country to be one. It should be for the most competent and not for someone who comes from somewhere." Now, it brings the question of competence over rotation. What do you make of that, Mazi?
Well, I share in some principles with him. I believe that what should overrule is not just rotation. What should overrule is competence. We should have a competent person. However, as we said, for equity and fair play, every section of this country has competent people. So if we allow the rotation to go around and insist that the most competent from that geopolitical zone or area is given the opportunity to take on this responsibility, then we'll have achieved both goals of both competence and also ensuring rotation and equity and fair play. It will be self-serving to just begin to talk about this, because we've seen where other parts of this country, and so Mike, have insisted at different times that they needed to be given opportunity, and Nigerians in sincerity have played on and given them opportunity. I don't think that it is now that we want to turn the argument on its head. I agree that there must be competence, but that competency should also reside within the availability of equity and fair play.
All right, 2023, you will agree with me that it would be litmus test for Nigeria's unity in diversity. We have issues, especially the IPOB in this part of the country, and also some other discordant tunes from other geopolitical zones. Now, do you think that if the presidency, if the Southeast ends up not getting presidency in 2023, don't you think it will affect the unity of Nigeria?
Well, I believe so. I believe so because, when you have a family and one or two members of the family feel unhappy, feel discriminated, feel that they are not treated like equal members of the family, You cannot stop them from remaining unhappy. They can even become aloof. They may not be able to bring out their best because they are feeling that they are being cheated. So until you correct that, you cannot get everybody pulling in one direction. And unity requires everybody pulling in one direction, sharing one vision, determined to work together to bring development to our country. So this is why, in terms of whether it will threaten the unity, it may not threaten the unity, but I mean in terms of physical threat.
All right.
What I think is that it will bear the country. It will prevent the country from being as cohesive, united as it would like to be, so that we can develop this nation. All hands have to be on deck, from the north to the south, east to the west. And the only way is for everybody to feel a sense of belonging, understand what the vision of the country is, bring out their best capabilities and capacities, and then we'll work together. And to be able to do that, you must give everybody a sense of justice, a sense of equity, a sense of fairness, and a sense of fair play.
All right. Looking at 2023, you cannot now that you're projecting the image of Southeast, because you are one of us here, and of course you've declared your interest in becoming the president of this country. Which region are you likely to form concrete alliance with?
Well, we are national. We're going to be a national presidential candidates or aspirants. We are going to alliance with every part of the country. The 36 states plus Abuja will be part of the coalition. It is not we against anybody. It is the Nigeria project, and that's exactly what we want to build. That this is a Nigeria project, and we must start with making sure that everybody comes on board.
Well, looking at the political analysis on ground in the country, bearing in mind that a single zone cannot successfully elect itself into the seat of power, Mazi.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Every zone will be involved. Every zone in the new Nigeria group, which is what the political movement we are projecting. Every members are from every part of the country. You have people from the east, the west, the north, the south, all the 6 geopolitical zones. That is the new country we're talking about, new Nigeria, where we're united under one common purpose with one vision under God, directed to bringing development and accelerating growth of our nation, and taking away all the inequities, injustice, and the deprivations that we have suffered as a nation. So it is a collective work, and everybody is actually gearing to come on board.
Interesting. Now, let's talk about this issue between some political leaders in the Southeast and also the Southeast governors. It looks like they are singing discordant tunes. Amazi, there was a meeting at Igbere, and there was another meeting of the Governors Forum, and they weren't agreeing. I don't know what you make of this, and we need to be united to have a united front come 2023. What do you make of that?
Michael, disagreements are part of political development. Anytime people begin to agree as if they were under police command or military command, then be sure that people are not telling themselves the truth. It is natural to disagree because people see things from different perspectives. And so what we need to do is to keep working at it. Those who have seen the vision, those who have seen the future, will keep making effort to sell that future to others. Those who believe that we need to speak with one voice, we keep talking to those who are not yet convinced. I believe that by the time we get to the bridge, there will be predominance of position. There will be consensus. So I'm not bothered about disagreements. They are natural things that happen in a society that is this civilized. People will always have different opinion, but as they say, we can disagree without being disagreeable. You shouldn't bring quarrel or hatred or fight or violence. Let's use logic and let inferior logic subordinate to superior logic so that we can get to what we need.
All right, just before I let you go, why do you think you are the best man for the job for the Chief Executive Officer of Nigeria?
I do not think I'm the best man. I think that I'm one of the very good people that this country can use, because God has prepared me for many years through my days as chairman of the Nigerian Economic Summit Group. I've been involved in designing Vision 2010, 2020. I've been president of Nigerian Employers Consultative Association, chairman of NECA, president of Nigeria American Chamber of Commerce. I have been involved in a lot of efforts to develop Nigeria, but I've not had the privilege to implement my plans. I've been doing more advisory and advocacy, but I have come to the point where I should now come on the saddle and see how we can give Vex and Viva to all these development plans that have been implemented in default by previous governments. That's what I think. I am sufficiently connected across the country because of my work in the private sector and also in the precincts of government and advisory capacities. I know the problem of Nigeria. I understand the people, and I believe I can galvanize the young people of this country who are looking for a brighter future, so that together we can build that future and the country will return to the state it was when I was a young man, when I went to school and got a job and got a car and married my wife and did things like every young man. But today there's no such hope. That's why I think people like us should be given opportunity. Thank you.
All right, Mazi Ohuabunwa, we do appreciate your time this morning on the platform. Under which party will you be flying, Mazi?
Again, that is not yet decided.
Okay.
We are looking on to development, but we are open and we believe that God will lead us to the right platform.
All right. All the best with your ambition. Thank you very much.
God bless you, Michael.
Amen.
You're doing a great job.
We do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mazi Ohuabunwa is a renowned pharmacist. Of course, he declared his intention to run for presidency. Presently, the president of the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria and also the president of Association of Corporate Professionals of Nigeria.